Welcome everyone to the Sunny Coast's very own podcast called the Referral Wave. My name's Tony Cross, and by day I have a car broking business called Drive Connect. But today I'm joined by the lovely Tina from Jim's Hazardous Material Removal, as you can see there in the background, and we're here to talk all things hazardous material removal. And I love this subject. I've talked to Tina heaps about it. I can't wait to get into it. Welcome, Tina.
Hello, how you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Thanks for being on. Um, if you let me run away with it, this could be the longest podcast ever because I keep asking questions about what you do. But
Look, I get really passionate about it, so we're going to need someone else to jump in.
look, we could be here all afternoon. Look, let's get into it. Tell us a bit about what you actually do.
So we are a hazardous material removal business, Jim's franchise, which is fantastic actually. We handle everything from asbestos, mold, meth, and drug testing and remediation, water remediation, biohazard crime and trauma cleans, and hoarder cleans. So that's the easy summary.
I've got a
And then
million questions already.
it just keeps going.
I've got a million questions. So, I honestly didn't know about meth testing until you and I first spoke. I didn't know it
Yeah,
was a thing in my naivety, and I guess it's
yeah.
probably a good thing in a way. I've never come across it, but you were saying to me that it's such a big thing in houses now to get it done because it actually residually stays around and can make people sick, right?
Yeah, so we go in and test, and we've got a very specific test kit which we then send away to labs. Um, Out of the 9 drugs on our panel that we'll test for, methamphetamine is the highest reading of all the drugs, and it's the one that actually seeps into the house, into your paint and your framework and your plasterboard, and then it just leaches out in toxic levels. So you think a house has been even social use, it's still, like an Airbnb. They party all weekend. It gets cleaned. It looks lovely, but it's all seeped in. The next people come along to the Airbnb. They've got little kids. Their hands are on the walls. Their hands are then in their mouth. They've got meth toxins.
Jesus. Well, that'll put the quivers up you for renting out your house for an Airbnb while you're going Christmas holidays.
Yeah,
Jeez.
well, that's because the Sunshine Coast is an escape destination. It is a party destination at certain times of the year, and it is getting more and more prevalent, sadly. But we're also the highest production area in Queensland now of drug production, illegal substance production.
Jeez. You're full of great news on this
I
Tuesday.
know.
Oh, great. Um,
I know.
so you said that you told me a story where some people had bought a house and the house was clean and then one of the kids was consistently sick. They couldn't work out what it was
Yeah,
until the room that the kid was in worked out that they'd had a meth lab in there.
yeah,
And yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, exactly that. It damages people so badly. So we've just had the rain start, so shut the window. Um, we're seeing it more and more, sadly. So with the growth in population and people are so transient still on the coast, rental turnovers are still very high, and the illnesses that come. So kids are hit the worst, and then the parent that spends the most time in the home will often be like, I'm just tired. My stomach's always upset. I can't seem to get over things. Um, I've always got like allergies. I'm sorry, it's not allergies. It's either meth or mold.
Yeah, right. So I guess, moving on from the meth thing, mold, obviously big periods of rain like this, it's going to have an effect as well.
Oh, incredible. So we obviously treat our own home um, regularly. We actually bought the franchise because of the mold in the home that we live in.
Yeah,
So
right.
our house got flooded, the framework got mold, it wasn't dried fast enough. You've literally got 3 days to get your house dry after a flooding event or a water event before mold will start growing.
Yeah, right.
So
Jeez.
it's a 3 day window. And as soon as humidity hits 60%, mold starts multiplying rapidly. That's between 60% up. Humidity is the growth phase.
Which, if we're having rain events here, the humidity is normally over 60%, isn't it?
So today here in sunny, cloudy Palmwoods, we're sitting on about 89% humidity.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I'm so attuned to it. I can smell it. There's one room in our house that I'm just like, right, that's getting done this
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's a million great reasons to have a one-to-one with you for anyone listening. So I'd encourage people to do it. But we'll get through the rest of it first, and I'll think of more questions at the end for sure.
Yeah, there's
So,
heaps.
that said, we've worked out why you bought the gym's franchise, but what led you to joining BNI?
So we knew from friends of ours in their own businesses on the Gold Coast and in Perth, actually, that they utilized BNI. They were active in their chapters, and we saw the effects it had on the growth of their business. And buying a franchise and starting new on the coast, we thought it's the most efficient way to build a network, to build contacts and services that we can trust and rely on. And we know the fact that BNI has been around for so long, how successful it is. And so we wanted to utilize that to grow our new business.
Yeah. And you went into a startup chapter down at Elite.
Yeah, we
So,
did.
yeah, and that's been about 7 months now. Um,
Yes,
and number one chapter on the coast last month. And yeah, you've got a really good team down there, and it's
we
cracking.
do.
So that must have been exciting being part of a startup chapter as well.
Yeah, so we went along to one of the first in meetings, just a meet and greet essentially, and we really liked some of the people who were already, keen to start a new chapter. Natalie, who you've had on here before, she was one of them. Fell in love with her. She's amazing. Um, so we became members number 4
Yeah, great.
before it was even an official chapter. We were signed up, ready to go and build. Yeah,
And
we
seven
knew
months
it
down the
would
track,
work.
25.
Yeah, yep,
Now,
and still growing.
you'll crack the 30 soon, I'm sure.
Oh, we're on the mission.
Last feeling. So, hey, can you tell us how you use BNI to enhance your networking and how you've used that to gain referrals in your business?
Yeah, so realistically, when you sit in a room full of BNI members, you're sitting in a room of, however many you're in there, 20, 30 networkers. They're your unpaid staff. Um, so you use that by getting your name out there, your reputation, which always leads to more referrals. Going to other chapters, so you're visiting other chapters. We found that that's led to some amazing connections and amazing cross referrals going both ways. We've been able to also focus on finding in other chapters what we don't yet have in ours, and trades and services that we can utilize and refer to make sure our customers are looked after the best by people we could trust. Um, so, yeah, I guess it's just that constantly having it in the back of your head that there are all these people who are going to recommend you and you're going to recommend them, and
Yeah,
remembering it. So we get our trade sheets. Our staff all have the trade sheet. They're on a job. They're talking to the customer. Oh, we've got someone we know and trust and use.
yeah.
Straight up.
It
So
makes life easy and it gives your business more credibility as well, doesn't it? Because you know if you're referring someone off that trade sheet, then you
yeah,
know they're going to do the right thing, being a
yeah,
BNI member, hopefully. They're going to
yeah,
do the right thing by you. And well, that's good to hear. So
yeah.
really, so in a short period of time, you've really sunk your teeth into it. Well done.
Yeah. We're trying to juggle
So
all the balls.
apart from referring people off the trade sheet, and that, how have you used BNI to help you in any situations within your business?
um, I think for us and for the scope of what we do, reliability and trust are just non-negotiable.
Yep.
we're dealing with people's homes and people's health, essentially. So we having that knowledge that we have these people in our chapter or another chapter that we can call, we can ask questions, we can ask for help, we can ask for expertise, and we can share challenges, I guess, brainstorm them out.
Yep.
It's helped us solve a lot of problems, little inconsequential things. I
Yep.
forgot my word then. Um, that we're still new to this journey ourselves, and you know, we're in a room or we go to another room where there are people with years of experience, years of knowledge, not just in how to connect to people, and how to refer and grow our business, but grow other people's businesses to make sure ours is looked after,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Working in conjunction with other businesses um,
Yeah,
and a little bit of as you say, sort of cooperation together, you know,
yeah,
solving the problem, or hey, we've got a job here. If we're going to rip
yeah.
this out, what would you do here? So, yeah,
Yeah, it's that ability to connect with people that we know we can rely on and trust and that are going to turn up, um, to really hash out the best approach. Sometimes, I mean, we're dealing for us, we're dealing with sparkies, plumbers, painters, carpenters, handymen, yard maintenance. Like, we're really covering the gamut of trades to do
yeah,
a simple job. You know, one mold treatment, we could literally use every single one of those people.
yeah. And it gives you confidence in your business too, right? Because you're
Yeah,
not just picking up the phone to some random hoping that they're going to turn up.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know that, hey, we're going to disrupt this family. We're going to pull them out of their house for 2 weeks. We're going to go in here and do it. The
Yeah,
last thing you need to be doing is saying to those people, oh, by the way, we're going to be here for another 2 weeks because the plumber didn't turn up.
yeah, exactly.
So it gives you
So,
confidence to go forward.
oh, 100%. Like, I know for us, when our house flooded, um, it took 8 months to get it rectified. 8 months.
Yeah,
Our walls got ripped out twice, water remediation, everything. In the end, we got Jim's mold in from down Brisbane to
yeah,
do the mold treatment so it got done properly.
yeah, okay.
Um, because we could rely on trust on in that. It was before we bought the franchise, but we knew we could rely on them and trust them. And watching the discord between all the trades working out how to rebuild the inside of our house, and we were living in this at the same time. I know for an absolute fact we've never had that issue on a job referring and using our BNI partners.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. So, you've made a good connection there. And I know there's plenty of gyms and other franchises in BNI
Yeah,
right around Australia and the
yeah,
world. But I mean, you've turned to a recognized brand that you know has got some values and some methods and processes to it to make it work, as obviously the gym
yes,
group does.
yeah.
And then so you've seen value in that and applied that to BNI as well. So it's nearly match made in heaven, isn't it?
Yeah, well, in all honesty, I open the window again, sorry.
Yeah.
Systems work.
Mm.
BNI is a 40-year-old system. The Gyms franchise is a very tried and tested system.
Yeah.
Marry the two, and you have a fantastic symbiosis of efficiency.
Mm.
It just doesn't not make sense.
Yeah. No, no, I get it 100% because you're adding you're adding more credibility to the Jim's brand by
Yeah,
intertwining your BNI connections
yeah,
into that, aren't you? Because I mean,
yeah,
you said originally you had the problem where it took forever, but now that you've brought BNI into the Jim's model that you've brought to the Sunshine Coast with that franchise,
yeah,
that problem doesn't exist anymore.
yeah, yeah.
No,
And it does work well. I know with other gyms franchises, I've given them the details of our BNI partners in our chapter and a couple of others to say, use these guys, we know and trust them.
yeah,
So it's just reaffirming that relationship and that trust.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
fantastic. So when it comes to your success in BNI, have you got a standout story for everyone listening?
Every story is a standout because we help people. I was literally thinking about this, and I've got two instances. And I jest when I say every story, but it's actually true. Every story is integral to us being successful.
Yep.
We can never not focus 100% on what we're offering people. So every story is essential to our success. But there are two. We've got actually a cross chapter referral. So another BNI member came to ours and learnt that we do other stuff. And they've had a situation at their home, which is very volatile with neighbours. And they were at a point where they were just feeling completely helpless, and it was hopeless. They'd been told time and again, this can't be fixed, that can't be done, rah, 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 rah. She had a chat to me and she said, oh, what else do you do? We talked about it. We went out there, my partner Ian went out there and he said, yeah, we can fix this and we can improve that and we can do this and we can do that. And if we actually do it this way, we're going to save you a few $1,000s.
Yeah, good.
And while he was there, I've sent him a job about and something else. And he's like, oh, you're pest control, aren't you? And she's like, yeah. And he goes, great. Tina's just sent me a job that I need to refer you to.
Yeah, great.
Like that, to me, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like we have solved for them a problem that they've had for over 5 years. And we walked in and went, oh no, this is fixable and we can do it cheaper.
Yeah.
So, it's just that's built something that's really successful for me because it's helped them beyond words. Another one is Adam, our plumber, in our chapter, Evolution Plumbing. We have a great relationship with Adam. We work with him a lot. Obviously, water, mold, us, and
Yep.
asbestos. He had an instance where his apprentice put some machinery through an asbestos eave under the
Oh, yeah.
house. He just rang us, sent a photo, and he said, how quickly can you help me? We were there within a couple of days and fixed it all up for him. Now,
Yeah.
he knew he could ring us and say, can you please prioritize me? This is our bad. And we were like, absolutely, mate. We are there. The job is done.
Yeah.
No questions asked, no stress, no, oh, got to work it out. It was just that it was pure trust, reliability, and confidence in each other.
Yeah.
That is success.
Minimizing his downtime.
Yeah. But when you can call one of your BNI partners and have that result, that's success.
Yeah. No, perfect. Given your journey to date in BNI, what's the one bit of advice you would give to anyone listening to this podcast?
Show up.
I love it.
Just show up.
Yeah.
Every week, your group, your chapter meets. Every week, it is a staff meeting. Prioritize it. You're walking into a room of free networkers, free referral agents, staff for free. Show up. Commit. Just, yeah. It's
That's
quite
it.
simple.
Yeah, I've got nothing to add. It is literally that. It is literally that simple.
Yeah. If you
Literally.
show up, the results happen.
I was chuckling at Trent at good old Tina's direct line. Show up. Turn
Yeah.
up. Just do it.
Just do it, Nike.
Just do it. What's next? What's next for the business?
Uh, lots of work, hopefully. Ian and I have had a chat, and we do have another business which is getting busier and busier. For our gyms business, for this hazardous material, we want to continue steady growth here on the coast, to a point where we can actually employ full-time staff just on this side of our business.
Yeah.
Um, because that shows that we are, I've got my tagline, cleaning up the coast. It means that it's working.
Yeah.
We want to be known that we are the best at what we do, and I think we are. We want to have that confidence on the coast that people ring Nambour Jim's Hazmat and they are going to get the best service, they are going to get the best results, they are going to get that reliability. We want to just continue building our own reputation and a really strong business presence on the coast.
Yeah, and I think it's just a matter of more awareness and getting out there. Like so many of these topics, people
Yeah,
wouldn't, like myself,
yeah,
can't be the only naive person in the world, but I mean, so many
yeah,
people just wouldn't think to, get a room meth tested or, just
yeah.
open parties in Airbnbs and stuff. Is there any regulation to getting rental properties and Airbnbs checked? Like,
Yes.
there is. So they've got to be. So when's that got to happen?
So there's a little bit of a grey area at the moment. There are things in place where it will become strict legislation, but meth testing and mold are meant to be tested between tenancies at the sale and purchase of properties.
Yeah, right.
Now, the grey area is who's responsible for it, and if it's found, who pays. So it's not being done on the coast,
Yeah, right.
which to me is really disappointing. It is so disappointing. Um, and you think about all the short-term accommodation, or the holiday accommodation, or the Airbnbs. Nobody's addressing how these properties are used.
No.
And you're never going to stop it, but you can certainly clean it. You
Mm.
can treat it. You can remediate it. You can reduce the severity of the problem.
Okay, let's go back to the meth thing again.
Yep.
If it's found and it's
Yes.
just in a Airbnb, right? So it's just been like used for a weekend. Is it walls out or can it be cleaned off the wall?
Completely depends on the reading. So we have a tier structure of the levels, and up to a certain level, it can be cleaned.
Yeah.
So what we do is, so we have really specialized chemical for that. That is a chemical that we go in and we fully clean every surface, and then we retest. If the levels come back low or gone, it's all good. Continue on, happy life.
Yeah.
If it's not low enough, it comes down to the person who's paying. They can opt for another clean to try and reduce it further, or then we're ripping out walls. If the reading is already at the high end, it's a complete nothing will get this out. It's replace walls and ceilings.
So I'm buying a house as an investment property and it has been a rental property. It's a 4 bedroom low set home. How much roughly does it cost me to get it tested?
Depends how many rooms you want tested.
Like for normal 4 bedroom house.
So for a normal 4 bed, you're looking at about between $300 and $400, depending on how many actual tests we do. But
Yeah.
that includes sending it away to the labs and getting the full chain of custody report back.
Yeah.
So a chain of custody report can be used in court as evidence.
Yeah, right.
So we do it that thoroughly that you can turn and say, well, I need to prove this. And it's actually happened in a property we did a hoarder clean for up in Noosaville. Wasn't meth, it was another drug. But she needed our testing as chain of evidence
Yeah.
for her insurance.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you'd be, I mean, if you're buying a house, you'd be crazy not to do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
4 or 5 or 600, even if it's $1,000, you'd be crazy not to do it.
yeah. 100%.
It's more and more. I know once upon a time was never a thing, right? But it's more and
Yeah,
more prevalent now.
yeah.
Ah, great. All right. What's the? I keep getting off the subject. Sorry, Pete.
Don't get me started on the hoarder cleans.
No, look, I want to do hoarders and I want to do crime scenes, but anyway, maybe another. Um,
Another
what's
chat.
the one core value of BNI that resonates with you?
Givers gain.
Yep.
It's always from the moment I saw that on our core values, that was my goal. So my focus, and I go into my connect and my slips and I keep an eye on it. My focus is more referrals out than in.
Yep.
If that ever swap, and that is how I'm tracking, if it swaps, I'm not doing enough.
Good.
Because
Good way of looking.
every time I help someone else grow their business, I'm growing my connection with them.
Mm-hmm.
It might not come back immediately, but eventually it does.
Yeah.
And we consistently grow by supporting others
Yeah.
in everything in life. You support your partner, they grow and thrive and bring more to your home. It's exactly the same in BNI and business. You support others, they thrive and grow, it comes back. Givers gain every day.
All right. Yep. Perfect. Couldn't agree. And that's a good way of looking at it. People say givers gain, but I like the way you put that. More referrals out than in. Keep that
Yeah.
balance. That's good.
Yeah.
How can listeners get in touch with you and find out more? So we want to sit down and have a one-to-one with you and talk about crime scenes. Obviously, where else can we get hold of you?
So you can get hold of me through Connect, BNI Elite, or you can email us at Nambour at jimshazmatremoval.com.au. We also have a Nambour Gyms Hazmat Facebook page, and we have a phone number 0752308209.
Excellent. Well, it's been fantastic. We'll come back. Maybe we have to evolve these podcasts into case studies of different jobs because I'm hoarder cleaners. I get it. I've seen those shows on TV, but crime scenes. Not that I'm not glorifying crime, but I just think the thought of doing a crime scene cleanup is just probably like unbelievably bad to do.
Look, our boys have got some rules before I send them to hoarder jobs now. No ghosts and no paraphernalia.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, till next time, we'll leave everyone with that. We'll come back to that one. Tina, it's been fantastic. Uh,
Thanks, Tony.
if you're listening, by all means, buy Tina a coffee. She'll tell you all about it. But we'll see you
Absolutely.
around. We'll see you around the coast again soon. And thanks for being on. It's been fantastic.